Mark Bray, a history professor at Rutgers, became widely known after publishing his book on anti-fascist movements in 2017. His research, based on interviews with activists, offered a rare glimpse into a secretive political subculture and earned him the nickname Dr. Antifa. The backlash was swift and severe. Bray was doxxed, threatened, and targeted by campaigns demanding his firing. Turning Point USA led a petition for his removal, coinciding with President Trump's call to label Antifa a terrorist group. Facing escalating threats and a hostile climate, Bray left the U.S. for Spain to protect his family. He continues teaching Rutgers courses online from abroad. An online fundraiser supported his relocation, with many academics viewing the attacks as a threat to academic freedom. Bray's story highlights the personal risks faced by scholars who research controversial subjects. His experience remains a flashpoint in debates over free speech, academic freedom, and political activism. Bray's book, Antifa, the Anti-Fascist Handbook, is both a history and a defense of militant anti-fascism. Drawing on interviews with activists from 17 countries, Bray argues that traditional politics can't stop fascism's rise. The book details a philosophy of direct action, ranging from protest to physical confrontation, framed as community self-defense. Bray contends that allowing far-right groups to organize is dangerous, and that disrupting them is a necessary evil. He situates Antifa within a century-long tradition of marginalized groups fighting for survival. The book's core claim: when faced with violent ideologies, militant resistance is not just justified, but required. Doxing is presented in Bray's book as a strategic tool to disrupt far-right organizing. By exposing personal information, activists aim to isolate opponents and deter their activities. The book recounts a Nebraska case where doxing forced a target into hiding, celebrated as a victory by activists. Bray also defends political violence, citing the Ferguson riots as a catalyst for national change that peaceful protest alone couldn't achieve. He draws parallels to 1970s Italian Antifa groups, who used militant tactics against the state and capitalism. These examples frame today's anti-fascist violence as part of a long revolutionary tradition. For Bray, such tactics are not random, but calculated responses to perceived existential threats. The book argues that these methods are integral to the movement's effectiveness. Bray's analysis challenges liberal faith in free speech, arguing that open platforms allow fascist ideas to spread unchecked. The book supports deplatforming and online censorship to suppress extremist voices. Activists, Bray notes, have pressured tech companies to ban hate groups, seeing the internet as a battleground, not a marketplace of ideas. Anti-fascism, he argues, is inseparable from anti-capitalism, since fascism historically protects capitalist interests. To be truly anti-fascist, one must also oppose capitalism itself. The Black Bloc tactic, masked anonymous militants confronting police and property, embodies this revolutionary stance. Bray credits German autonomen for pioneering these tactics, which shield activists from identification. The Black Bloc is presented as the physical force behind anti-capitalist, anti-fascist resistance. Bray's book and media appearances sparked fierce backlash, with critics accusing him of glorifying violence and undermining democracy. At Rutgers, a petition sought his firing, but the university ultimately defended his academic freedom. Despite this, Bray faced relentless harassment, including doxing and threats, making life in the U.S. untenable. He fled to Spain, turning his departure into a statement about the dangers faced by controversial scholars. Many academics rallied to his defense, seeing the attacks as a threat to free inquiry. As of October 2025, Bray teaches remotely from Spain, his story fueling debates over anti-fascism and academic freedom. Supporters see him as a victim of political persecution. Critics call him an apologist for violence. Bray's journey underscores the risks and complexities of researching radical movements in a polarized era.